Hey hoodies, welcome back to my channel. My name is hautemesstom and thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be getting ready to go get Thai food with my friend. I don't really think it's gonna be like super chatty, so I'll probably put some like calming, fun music underneath me and we're just gonna get ready. I'm gonna start with the Dr. Dennis Gross Plump and Repair Lip Treatment. I don't think that this is worth buying at this point. I think, it's gonna be a mix of new and tried and true. I know what I want to do for the eyes. I do want to wear one of my Shantakai singles. I haven't gotten the chance to wear this on my eyes yet. It's going to be the shade Rhino, which is this beautiful shimmering olive. So that's where we're headed. I'm probably going to use it with my Victoria Beckham sticks. I also don't have contacts in, so if I'm looking at the monitor and squinting, it's because I really am just making sure that I'm still in frame. I think it's gonna be more like a cute casual. I might go upstairs and shave off some of my neck beard. I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base because it is a tried and true and it is something I do want to finish up this year. So my will be pretty intentional when I'm doing these get ready with me to go see your friends, about using stuff up that I would like to use up by the end of the year. So you're probably going to see a lot of the stuff that I'm quote unquote project panning in this material. What's really interesting is that sometimes that Dr. Dennis Gross is really spicy and other times I feel like I don't feel it at all. Maybe it has to do with the status of my lips, whether or not my lips are in good shape. For foundation today, I am gonna wear the Prada foundation. I'm gonna be filming my review on this weekend, so I just want to wear it one more time out, really get my thoughts on it. But I already have my wear test and application footage already taken, so it's I'm basically good to go as far as that goes. But it can't hurt. My eyebrows are still pretty irritated from the waxing incident, but where I wax, the eyebrow hair is not growing back as fast, and that is good. That is what I would like, so I'm pretty pleased with that choice. I'm gonna wax them again. Hopefully I don't burn myself. I was using hard wax whenever I did that. I haven't personally waxed with hard wax before. I have been waxed with hard wax, but I'm more familiar with how a soft wax should work. Me and Tiffany are both licensed estheticians, so we have access to the good stuff if we want it. I feel like my eyes are gonna be the star of the show today, even though I'm not gonna do something really intense with them. I might go bold on the lip, I might, eyes, lip bold, but cheek kind of keep it fresh. Do I want concealer? I'll do a little bit of concealer. I feel like my under eyes have been really great. I recently went back to my favorite eye cream because I think one of my favorite professional websites as far as being able to buy cosmetics on a discount is not going to carry Rhodial anymore. So this eye cream that's $175 was on sale for $45, so I bought one. I have never actually had a full size of this. I've only ever had little samples I've gotten. I've talked about it before, but there's an independent beauty store in Pittsburgh called The Gilded Girl that the friend I'm hanging out with tonight, her good friend, owns and runs it. Her name is Liz. Liz runs it. This has also been on Jeopardy and The Chase, and she's won both. So Liz is the real deal. That has nothing to do with cosmetics, but Liz is a real one. She's a champion. She's a Jeopardy champion. Well, I guess, are you considered a champion if you've only been on one episode? I don't really know the rules of Jeopardy, but she's wicked smart, and she's the one who got me into Ritual Defeat. So I have a lot to thank her for. Liz is pretty cool, and she carries a lot of interesting brands. So if you are looking to shop from a local makeup store that carries interesting luxury brands that you wouldn't find at Nordstrom or Saks, check out The Gilded Girl. If you live in Pittsburgh, she'll do same day delivery. I'm not really sure how she does that. I've never tried it, but it is something that they offer on their website. I've seen. This is Intuition. If I said that already, I was talking about Ritual Defeat and then I wasn't sure if I really mentioned that. I think I'm gonna use the Gucci bronzer. I'm gonna use Inner Glow from Kier Weiss. I have pan on a blush, and I know I've talked about that in a video before, but so we're going to this Thai place. It's called Noodlehead, and I highly recommend to go if you are in Pittsburgh. It's cash only. I think it won the best restaurant in Pittsburgh in the one year, or it was on this list of where chefs go to eat where they think the good food is. It's one of those places. It's really cool in there, but you gotta be careful about when you go. I would go in the summertime probably more than I would go in the fall or spring, and the reason I would is because it's in the center of where all of the colleges are, so a lot of college students eat there. It's not super expensive, and there's only a handful of things on the menu, and all of them are good. I normally get keema, and it's I'm gonna order tonight. I might actually want to add a little more something. Wondering how this Pillow Talk shade will work on top of Inner Glow. Just like a little bit. I just want like a little bit more. Like Inner Glow is more like, just kind of like a kiss of something. I'm gonna use my regular powders, so the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Brightening Powder. I'm just gonna tap that under the eyes. And before I put this brush away, I'm gonna go in those same spots with the Chantecaille Perfect Blur Powder. And we'll come back to the blur powder. And then another thing I'm trying to pan this year, maybe I am like a kind of project panning. My friend Kina, she does a lot of project panning projects. And she said that I'm a valid project panner, even though I said, don't claim me, I'm not gonna do monthly check-ins, because I am just gonna check in at the end of the year with the products that I said I'm project panning. How am I doing on time? Oh, I'm doing great on time. I'm gonna use the Gucci bronzer because it's sitting in front of me, and sometimes that's enough. I would love to hit pan on this. The reality is I would love to hit pan on everything. So there's a person I follow on Instagram, and I can't remember what their handle is, but we did message about this. And they had posted that they finished some things, and they posted in that, it was like an Instagram story. In that post, they were like, I don't understand when people get excited that they've hit pan on something, or like that they're using something up, because to me, it just means I have to spend more money to replace something. And then we had like a little bit of a conversation about it. And I was like, I like whenever I hit pan because I'm someone who has a larger makeup collection. So whenever I hit pan on something, or if I ever do, because like a lot of times I don't even get close. Whenever I hit pan on something, it means that like I, one, like it enough in my collection to hit pan on it. I'm gonna throw Chanel's Dragé on the cheeks, and I'm probably gonna take this with me. We're going into some places that are low lighting, so after we are done eating, it's not really gonna do much right now because Inner Glow has a pretty nice sheen to it. Well, yeah, that's not really doing much. Like I said, I'm not looking to do the most on the cheeks. I'm gonna take that with me actually because it does kind of soak up into the skin. It's really interesting because I feel like the other formulas like that like kind of just sit on my skin, but that one kind of soaks into the skin, and I don't know what's better, right? Like I don't think that's gonna be for everyone. After Noodlehead today, we're gonna go to a speakeasy. It's called Commerce Bar. So if you're in Pittsburgh, I mean, if you look it up, they tell you how to get there, but I think it's technically East Liberty. Shadyside and East Liberty like are like one thing in my brain, but I think it's technically East Liberty, and it's like behind this chicken shop, and it's like down this alley. It's really cool, and it's like a little oasis in there. So I'm excited to go there. I'll probably take some footage there. It's like a speakeasy, but it's like, it doesn't feel like it's not like, you don't have to know too much to know, but this person that was a client at a place I worked, she like helped put this bar together because she's in like the hospitality industry. And so that's how I heard about it. And it's a very cool place, very good drinks. And they also have a thing on the menu, which I love, whenever you can ask the bartender to make you a drink based on your preferences. I love that. And you don't know what it is. I just, like, we're like zooming along. Imagine, I'm gonna put Trench from Victoria Beckham all over the lid. I just realized that the last time I used this brush, I used it on a sparkly shade. We might get some purple flecks in here from Ritual Defee's Flora, which is okay. I'm not gonna be too picky about it, but I really want my eyes to be like the true star of the show. And I think I'm gonna use Cocoa as a liner today. Keep it in the family when it comes to my eyes, except for Chantecaille. I'm not trying to be low energy. I think that, you know, if we're focusing on me just like putting on makeup, then I don't really like, you know, the need to like be at full 100% YouTuber isn't entirely necessary. And I don't know about you, but like when I do my makeup, most of the time I'm like listening to music or putting on a podcast or like watching another YouTube video. And I know that a lot of you watch YouTube videos because I often get the feedback that like I was getting ready while you were putting on makeup. That's really fun. I'm excited to see the seasonal mania. The seasonal mania. I think I'm gonna do, you know, I'm thinking this out with you. I think I am going to like, it's right in front of me. Love when that happens. I'm gonna get dressed after this and maybe just show you what I'm wearing. I really haven't decided what I'm gonna wear, so we'll see together. Doing like a cute little, really smudged out wing. I know I'm not really at all like her, but Violette, like her videos where she like does her makeup in a cafe, I feel like I'm giving that vibe. Just kind of like throwing things on my face and just kind of like, that's the look. I feel like Katie Jean Hughes is very similar in that way too. I think it's really interesting. A lot of people ask me where I get inspiration for my makeup looks, and I don't think I'm original in my makeup looks by any means, but I'm actually not someone who really goes out of my way to like look for makeup inspiration. I hear precipitation. Do you hear that? I am going to use NYX Glitter Primer. The Chantecaille shades hold up pretty well, which is interesting because I did at one point have a Chantecaille quad, and those eyeshadows did not hold up on my eyes, so I don't know what the difference is, but I do very much prefer their single shadows. They are really expensive. I'm assuming that those formulas are different, but I'm not really 100% sure. I'll have to like look into that. This is from Surat, and I've been really liking this eyeshadow brush for shimmers. It like picks things up really beautifully. Look at this. That's so pretty. There's like holographic shimmers inside this shade. And I think that my friend Stephanie, the Style Stumbler, she did say that this is really close to the elephant shade, and it is, but I do think that Rhino's a little bit more special. Like if you're, and I don't think that like this is like super adventurous by any means. If you were in between the two and you are like a more adventurous person, I would pick Rhino. And if you are like something a little more simple, I would suggest going with Elephant. Where did I put that brush? Is it on the floor? That's pretty common. It's a tall brush, so it should stick out, but they never do. I can't be the only person who has this problem where you like use a brush. Oh my god, it's literally right where I thought I put it down, and I just wasn't looking hard enough. Just blend that out. I got like a little bit too much on the brush. And this brush is pretty dirty because I keep using it for my glitter glue, and it's just really all kind of stuck together. Before I got one of these in my hands, these Chantecaille shades, I feel like I just really thought that they looked like nothing special, but it really is a matter of like both seeing them in person and kind of like breaking that top seal to be able to get in there. I feel like I do want a little bit more drama. So I'm gonna try this Sydney Grace shade for the first time. I don't know what shade it is. I'll tell you in post because I'm a little bit pressed for time here. I'm just gonna like blend that up. I just feel like the green was kind of like, it just needed something to go into the Victoria Beckham shades. Do you see how like it just looks a little more complete over here? Let's do a little bit on the lower lash line. I'm gonna spray my face before I do mascara. It's not looking super dry, but I just feel like I'm gonna be conservative with my spray. I'm just gonna do like a couple. I did more than a couple, but I'll tell you why. I'm almost out of that bottle, so it's starting to spray a little bit weird, which is like MAC Fix Pluses are like super notorious for that. I feel like I do want to wear like a lipstick today. Maybe Cimarron. I do have technically 2 mascaras open right now, but one is for a different thing, for a thing I'm not talking about yet. That's the vibe. Okay, so I'll take that with me. That was Cimarron from Gucci. I think I said that already, but just to reiterate. And then I'm gonna take this Victoria Beckham lip liner. I feel like I've been out of frame most of this video. And then I realized that I didn't use this, so I think I am. Just for a little bit of blur, kind of mattifying a little bit the points of my face that get the most oily. I know we kind of like powdered and then sprayed and then powdered, but it's okay. I'm gonna do my mascara real quick, and then I'm gonna show you the outfit, and then I will take some vlogging footage, a little bit, just so you can see where I'm headed. I guess this will be like a fun, cute little way for us all to explore Pittsburgh together, for you to see what we have to offer. And then someone in my comments recently asked for restaurant recommendations, so here's my first one. Noodlehead. This is really old. This is like texture goop from a barber I used to see. He's a great barber. If you're looking for a barber in Pittsburgh, I will recommend him. His name is Bam. Oh, earrings. I need to pick an earring. I feel like I always default to those like straight teardrop ones. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna show you the look, and then yeah, and then I'll take you on the way. Okay, bye.